We are going to talk about the Bando bag. This, I'm going to get right to the point, is my favorite EDC bag. I've really fallen in love with this thing, and I did not think that I would ever be someone who would want to use a fanny pack, but this thing changed my mind. And probably like a lot of you guys, I started becoming interested in something like this because I live in a hot environment. And when you're wearing t-shirts and shorts, lightweight shorts, it's just hard to carry all your essential gear. And even when I'm not wearing lightweight shorts, I don't like my pockets being stuffed full of things. I just think it looks goofy and it's hard to move. So I gave a lot of different bags on the market a try. Some of them were just too big and I felt like they made me look goofy. Some of them were too small and didn't have the features that I was looking for. This one to me is absolutely ideal. I think it has all the features that one should look for in an EDC pack. I think that the size is perfect and it looks good. I have this one in gray. They come in a bunch of different colors, but the way this thing looks while I'm wearing it, it actually, I think, looks pretty good. I got the gray one because I wanted to be more gray man, and I wanted something that just wouldn't scream tactical. I think this one does a good job of that. When I'm wearing this, you know, I'm a 6 foot tall guy. I don't have Captain America build. I'm just a regular build type of a guy. Another reason why I decided to go with a fanny pack style bag over a backpack is cultural norms. And I want to explain what I mean by that. So I live in Texas, like I said. It's kind of weird if you're walking around all the time with a backpack. It's just not culturally normal here. And I don't mean to say you're weird if you walk around all the time with a backpack. I like backpacks, I think they're cool. I'm just saying in the area that I live in, at least, you'll stick out. It just doesn't fit. You don't see people walking around all the time with backpacks. Maybe you live in Colorado or Utah, something like that, where you blend in a lot more wearing a backpack. I get it. But this is a lot less conspicuous, and I can pretty much go anywhere with this and people don't even notice that I have it on. I want to walk you through my full loadout for this bag, just give you some tips on certain pieces of kit that work really well if you're going to EDC a bag like this. All right, let's go over the loadout. There are 3 compartments to this bag, one on the front, one main compartment, and then the concealed carry compartment in the back. First, let's deal with the main compartment. Right away, under the lid, this is one of my favorite parts. It's got this elastic sleeve that is perfect for a tourniquet. And specifically, I would highly recommend Snake Staff Systems tourniquet. These are excellent tourniquets. They're smaller than your Cat 4 tourniquet, but they're very high quality. Sean Ryan's talked about these guys. And another thing I really like about these specifically is you can use these on infants and children. They're much smaller. They work on adults all the way down to infants, extremely high quality. Snake Staff Systems tourniquet, really recommend. Now, what you'll see here is you have a pocket left and right. I'll have my wallet in one and my keys in the other. That way they don't scratch my phone, which I just set down here in the middle of the main compartment. Next, in this zippered mesh area back inside here, here's what I carry in here. I have a quick clot bandage for if you get something that's just bleeding a little excessively and you need it to stop quicker than a regular Band-Aid will do. Then I'll have several good quality Band-Aids. Again, I've got kids, so that comes in handy all the time. Then I have a small Bic lighter. You never know when you're going to need that. It happens a lot. Then I'll carry a battery for my red dot optic on my concealed carry. I recommend these Reynata batteries. I found them to be high quality and good batteries. Then I have a battery for the light on my firearm. I recommend the Surefire 123 batteries. Again, you want to have a backup in case your light or your optic were to go out. You want something to be able to get those back in the game right away. So highly recommend you carry that. I'll have a small Swiss Army knife. I like the one that has the pick, the tweezers, and then some small scissors. I think those, let's see, those are over here. I think that comes in really handy quite often to just have something like that. Then I'll have a small case with some ibuprofen and some allergy medicine. Comes in handy all the time. And that's it. Again, you don't want to overload this, overthink it. Just have the stuff that you need often, that is actually everyday carry essential gear. Now, let's do the front pocket. You're probably going to be surprised. What I have in here is a balaclava, just a regular black balaclava. Why, you ask, do I have a balaclava? Because we live in a crazy world now, guys. Anything can happen, and if you need to go incognito mode, this is the way to do it. We live in a artificial intelligence, facial recognition world. You never know when you need to be able to protect your identity. Should a crazy situation arise, you can throw this thing on. Now you are incognito, no one knows who you are. I think this is really an essential EDC piece of kit that a lot of people don't think about. Now, last compartment is the back concealed carry compartment. Now, I do not have my firearm in here just for the purposes of this video, but this compartment fits a Glock 19 size pistol perfectly, or even something like a SIG 365 Legion would also fit in here perfectly. And the way I found that I like the best is these Kydex trigger guards. This just snaps right on over your trigger. That way there's no possible way for a negligent discharge. Whoops, kicked the camera there. And it attaches to the pack via paracord to a loop right here, which Eberlestock provided, or a loop right here. That's what these loops are for. And this works for if you're left-hand draw or right-hand draw. And what you do is you have your firearm in here, you rip this bag open, just grab your gun and yank, and this stays right here. It works so well. By far, this is my recommended method for concealed carry in the Bando bag. So that's it, guys. That's what I recommend you carry in the Bando bag. I found it to be an excellent EDC loadout. I've been using this thing for months and months, and it kind of dialed it in exactly to what I found actually gets used, is actually handy to have with you all the time in a bag like this. You could easily overstuff this, and when you do that, you just make it hard to get to everything. You just make it hard to use. You make it a pain to carry. The bag just starts getting heavy. If you keep it to a minimum, you'll find that you'll carry this more often, and that's the whole point of EDC, is to actually every day carry this essential gear. Okay, I want to show you what the bag looks like on. This is what it looks like, and this is how I recommend you wear it. You just kind of tuck in your shirt a little bit in the front and let your shirt hang down on the sides and the back. So you can't even tell I'm wearing a bag from the back. And this bag lays so well. I think it has something to do with these panels right here, but I honestly think this bag looks good. I have this thing fully kitted out right now. I also want to tell you about some of the reviews I have in the works. I'm going to be going over Wilderness Co.'s new hunting and lodge style apparel line. This is their proprietary camo pattern that they developed called Cicada. And I think it's really, really cool. This is their guide jacket. Also, these are their hunt pants. And I like these pants. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to be doing a comparison between the hunt pants and the Fjallraven Vita Pro ventilated pants, because there's a lot of similar features between these two pants. And actually, I found that there's some features in the hunt pant that I like better than the Vita Pros, which is saying a lot. So I'm going to be going over those. Also, I've got these two blades coming up as a full reviews. I'm going to be doing a review on the ESEE AGK hunting knife. This thing is super cool. I think it makes an excellent hunting knife and a good camping knife. Then I'm going to be also going over the Firecraft 3.5 Pro by White River Knives and the Armistice Carry Sheath, which is super cool. Great combo. Again, a good hunting knife, a good camp knife. Both of these blades are really, really cool. So that's just some of the videos I have coming up in the works. If you guys appreciate reviews and videos like this, give it a thumbs up and a subscribe. I would appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great day.